traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies. The background's all off and everything because there has been a lot of work going on at the house, and there is still work that's going to be going on probably for the next month or so. So things are just moved around and disheveled, and they're going to be like that. That's also why I haven't been uploading as regularly, just because there's a lot of changes going on around here, and mostly good. In fact, all good, really none bad, some just mediocre and a little bit annoying because they require work and organization for all the stuff to get done. So I just wanted to check in really quickly and say, yes, I am still here. Yes, I am still going to be regularly uploading, likely more towards the middle to end of next month, but we're going to try for more than that. So a particular message does want to come out. I don't know what it is. I mean, why? I just got a little something, but I'm gonna wait to see what comes out. The energy has not been as active as it was kind of at the beginning quarter, the first quarter of the year. Things were very energetically active then, and now it's settled down, which makes a lot of sense because when the energy is super active like that and lots of messages are wanting to come through, it's because that energy is gathering and moving, and once the energy moves, once it releases, it's going to develop in materiality. So you're not going to have quite as much going on energetically while those things are developing, at least for this collective. Everybody's part of different collectives. If it's slightly different for you, you're probably in another reader's group as well as mine. So let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, concern. Okay, we have concern under here, and then we have the Queen of Cups. I've been seeing her while I was shuffling. Someone is concerned about this Queen of Cups, and I believe, like, this is not how I want it to look. I want it to look like this. This person, whoever they are, is facing this Queen of Cups. She, however, is concerned with other things, and I believe that is stressing another person out. And thus far, because I haven't officially put anything on the board, that does match with some of the small little energy taps that I was getting, some little flashes that I had in my mind that I'm kind of not too jazzed about. But we will see, because what I was getting in my thoughts, it was just like X. And I was like, oh, do we have to? But of course, this kind of stuff is going to be going on likely through the end of 2026, because there is a lot of dimensional and timeline shifting right now. And these permanent separations and reunions are going to be meaning that you're going to be facing a lot of things from the past, either yes in materiality, or it's just coming through in the reading for you to work through it yourself. And we have that mature man, and the concern is usually this character, it looks like, or another older male character. So let's see what we have with the Kipper. We have house. It could be an actual house. This could be a particular location. It could even be representative of a body, like a person, but we will see. Sometimes I got coffin here. And I was gonna say before I showed that coffin card is that sometimes this house card is also a hospital or facility. So I'm not sure about this house and coffin. What I'm getting before I look at these last two cards, and with that concern card, is that someone is going through something right now, something major. And I don't think it is directly happening to them at this point. What it feels like is they potentially have lost someone or something very important to them. It also could be a potential health scare for them that is very serious. That coffin card doesn't necessarily mean someone is going to pass away. It could just mean something that potentially is life-threatening or it could just be representative of deep transformation. So let's see here. Great fortune. Now, that could be an inheritance, I don't know. And gift. Let me look at this for a second before we start clarifying with the tarot. I am still not getting that this is something that is happening to this person who is concerned, this other party. I do not think this is you. They are potentially losing someone relevant to them, like a family member. And it is possible that they are going to be receiving some sort of inheritance from this, and that they want to potentially give something to you, but I wouldn't know why. Or this person is perhaps receiving an unexpected gift throughout this process. But what I'm feeling is that whoever this is, there is likely no one in their life right now that they can turn to for support through this. That's what I'm getting so far. So let's clarify with the tarot. Yeah, this is someone in their family. This house, this is a family issue with this 10 of Pentacles. Somebody close to them is moving on, okay? Or it's someone who feel like, I'm getting straight up relative. This is a blood relative of theirs and a close one. Could be found family, but I'm just not seeing that. All right, under coffin, y'all. You know, a lot of the times we'll get the death cards and the coffin cards and we'll hedge, right? We will say, well, it doesn't necessarily mean death. Someone is likely passing here. Could be a heart attack, could be something involving surgery. This is also representative of the emotional pain that the family would be going through at this time, and this person, as well as the mental stress. It's also likely bringing up a lot of past stuff. Whenever we have something like that take place, and like families get to, like, you just start going over things. Like old stuff comes up, old past patterns, like you start rethinking your life, all sorts of stuff. Under great fortune, we have justice. This is something, this is an inheritance. This is something that is going to be like settled within the judicial system, or like, you know, the will, the reading of the will. This is something that there will need to be a lawyer for. I'm getting a little inkling about maybe some familial drama with this, potentially, with this gift. Because, I mean, look, things get ugly when we start talking about families and money. Okay, but we have the 10 of Cups under this gift. So we are flanked by the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. At the moment, what I'm getting from this is that through this pain, and maybe, you know, I know financial benefit is a strange way to put that, right? Because nobody, unless like you're in a really, really dysfunctional type of thing, a very unloving household, most people don't really care about money. They care about having their loved ones around longer, even if those relationships are very complex. But what it's looking like is through this pain and this financial increase, it's almost like this person, whoever they are, is also in this process. So this is the material process that I'm describing. What is also going on spiritually for this person, though I don't know that they would describe this that way, is that they are seeing what in their family, like their physical family, has to be put to bed, has to be put down. With the passing of this person, it's sort of like an era is over, and likely this person while all the legal stuff is going on, maybe the funeral is happening and they're arranging all of this stuff or helping to arrange it, they are also rebalancing themselves, also calling into question how their own family treated them, what they learned from their own family, how they've treated others, how they've replicated these patterns. And now with this, I don't want to say it's behind them, it's like they're working through it, but it's almost like as they're working through it with this finance, with this like freedom from this physical symbol of maybe a lot of dysfunction in their lives, they are also thinking of how can I use what I've learned? How can I use this new material to now create the family that I want, the life that I want? Big turning of the wheel for whoever this is. So let's keep going. This is a heavy one. And if you're recognizing yourself here, I am very sorry for your loss. It came out. This is a complete departure for this person, for this family. Like I said, it is the end of an era. Likely the end of a lot of ways this person or these people were living. What is this? 3 of Swords under the coffin. Oh, well, I heard transmutation when this came out. How can I, actually, you know, this isn't so much transmuting a negative into a positive, though I'm sure some of that is going on here. What I am getting is that this person who is dealing with this is going through some sort of guilt here. Likely, no matter how complex this relationship was, this person is like, I should have done more. Like I should have known, like I should have done something to stop this from happening. And it's likely that thought process it's like a fractal of itself. They're thinking about this, like, I shouldn't have left this person. I should have been more present for this person, and thereby maybe they wouldn't have died, at least not now. And it's sort of like that thought process is going back and back and back, and this person is reflecting on, here are all of the ways that I have failed the people around me. And can I do something about that? Whoa. Okay, we've got 2 for this Justice card under Great Fortune. Oh, yeah. How have I failed the people that I used to know? How have I caused these disasters for the people around me and in my own life? Because this Tower, it's like this person is handing this person the Tower. As this person is reflecting on how their family's trauma was handed down to them, they are looking at how they have passed that trauma, that disaster, that dysfunction onto others, who likely had no idea what was hitting them. That's like the saying, like, as this material process is going on, this internal process is also going on. And it's not pleasant. Like, this person's gonna be stuck in that for a while. Life review. And if you've ever experienced a life review, you will know that is a hard thing to sit through. All right, let's see. Maybe some light at the end of the tunnel here. What about this 10 of Cups? Yeah, they want to, a bunch of other stuff fell out. Is this relevant? Sort of. It's just the same, it's the same reiterated message, and I'm just like, there's this little 5 of Pentacles here. That message on those fallen out cards, I'm not going to go through them all, but it's essentially, oh, how can I, like, looking back at how I've abandoned people, how I've done shitty stuff to people, How can I heal this? How can I make amends? How can I repair my community, the family that I would like to have, or the friendships, or the love? How can I offer an untainted cup when everybody who has meant something to me in the past, I've given them garbage? Oh, okay. We're going to clear all of this. We're going to pull a couple more on this gift and what this person is looking to do here. And then I'll see if there's anything else that wants to come out for maybe outcome or next steps. But I feel like this is fairly straightforward. This is either yourself who is thinking of this. I'm getting though this is more outside of the collective. You likely know this person. This person is a relative, a friend, a past lover, something. Okay, this person with this gift, I don't know if this is like their inheritance or if this is like, you know, it's that philosopher's stone inside the self, like that thing that they pull from themselves that is valuable throughout all of this pain and self-reflection. How can I give the gift of reconciliation and love? How can I create happiness and joy when I've never done that before? When I don't even know how to do this, I think, is what's going on. Like, this person wants to be this. They want to be the bearer of this thing, this sun, this joy, this clarity, this lightheartedness. But I believe this is something completely alien to this person. Though I sense they're doing their best to embody it, and that here's that material gift underneath the thing. It's something that there's, whatever this is something that this person is scared to do. Like, horrified. Likely they're, like, if someone comes back to you, you might be experiencing some awkward energy because this person flat out does not know how to do this. Even if their intentions are really, really good, they just flat out don't know. They don't know. So let's see next steps outcome, because I think we can wrap this one up. Or maybe best advice for the collective, I don't know. And again, remember, just because you're seeing this message now, it doesn't mean that this is happening next week, next month, though, I mean, it could. This energy is going to be playing out through the end of 2026. If you do not see any material developments from whoever you're thinking of as I'm giving you this reading by the end of 2026, it is not likely going to happen. People can want to do things, can be thinking about doing things, can have lovely intentions, and never act upon them, ever. It's hard for people to do, okay? And just because I'm telling you this doesn't mean that you need to do anything other than exactly what you're doing right now. Keep living your life, because I really don't feel like this reading is about y'all. And if it's not about y'all, then you don't need to course correct. This is just in the energy, because likely this person, despite maybe not being in communication or contact with you, they would have been an important person to you at one point in your life. And I want to say, especially if this is a like a straight up ex, like a relationship, if you are developing other things with other people, you in no way should be waiting on anybody, seeing what's going on with someone, especially someone who's handed you garbage in the past. You can move on with your life, and if you so choose to accept any apologies, you know, wonderful, but I don't think you even need to do that. And you certainly don't need to be accepting any, like, you can move on and this person can experience their healing, and they can also find a new person with what they have learned. Yeah, okay. I think I finally have seen you all in the read. And no, well, I haven't looked at these two cards. Let me look. Oh gosh. Yeah. Okay. Usually when I say y'all have shown up in the reads, you know, it's usually the 9 of Pentacles. That's how this particular collective tends to show up. We do not have the 9 of Pentacles. However, we do have the Empress, okay? This is reading to me as you all right? So the 2 cards that I have right here is very much the collective. I think like it's probably the meeting of the 2, and what we have over here is this person. Throughout this process, this person will likely be made new, okay? And this is a very earnest energy. It's someone, it's like a kid learning how to walk, right? They're like trying to figure it out. So it's earnest energy, but it's child energy. It's not mature in the transformation. It's very new, but this transformation is real according to what I'm seeing here, and it is radical. So if you experience someone returning to you, no matter what you decide to do, what I will tell you about this, because we're going to go one more time through this just to see if anything else comes up. No matter what you decide to do with this person, know whatever they are telling you is genuine, okay? And you know, they are a page approaching the Empress. Y'all have likely already been through your transformation process. You know, I talk about that a lot, this 7-year cycle. Typically in this collective, if you are listening to it, you've already done a lot of your energy work. You've already had radical transformation, and you are maturing in it. You're sitting in it. You are seeing the harvest from all the work that you have been doing. And so it's like, no matter how genuine this person is, they are still very much behind you. So, you know, for the Empress, lagging with the Page of Wands, if you have an Emperor in your life, or perhaps, you know, you're out there and you're dating around or whatever, like the Empress needs the Emperor, not the Page, though you don't have to treat that Page harshly. And that's what I'm seeing here. When and if there is any sort of coming together or communication, if you decide to entertain this, just the apology even, you will likely need to be strong to hear this person, to accept them, especially if this is someone who caused you harm in the past. And like I said, this Empress, like you are the mature energy here. This person, despite their best intention, is not at it. They're not where you are. And I hate saying it that way, that they're not on your level, but they're not. And that doesn't mean that you are better than them. It's just an experience thing. It is just a maturity thing. And it's like a Christian person, what they would say is that you're not equally yoked. Okay? Meaning that this person still has a lot of growing up to do that you've already done. And you're not but like this is maternal energy. You're not anybody's mom. And like I said, this person likely does not have anyone in their life who is embodying this at all. And they're approaching you as a child. And so it's just like, the power dynamics there are weird. And it's not your place or your responsibility to help someone through their healing process. Though, like I said, you can still treat this person kindly. I'm not going to take what fell out, but This person just likely has, like, the community that this person has around them is garbage, okay? It's bullshit, it's drama, it's pettiness, it's infighting, it's just a bunch of stupidity, and they're, like, blocking that out. And they're going, oh, like, I see how this thing over here is valuable where I kind of shat on it before. And that's kind of what's like, no matter how genuine someone's being, it's sort of like, well, just because you see something now does not mean anyone is under any obligation to assist you. So yeah, this person, they're trying, they want to come in for this little get together, this talk in materiality. This person wants to be in materiality. They are thinking about this and likely everything that could go wrong. They're thinking about, like, how the hell do I do this? And they're probably thinking correctly. This is a long shot. And it's upsetting, like, to them, because it's likely that they're going to, like, this isn't them walking away from you, it's them walking toward this lover, stressing them out for this, like, you know, apology. There you are. The apology, the reconciliation offer to the 9 of Pentacles. Ugh. Yeah, you know, tragic irony. Yeah, this person's gonna be in this, like, right now this person is stuck. Like, this is a little bit self-defeatist. So it's likely this person is in stop and start energy. Also, the transformation period, until that is processed, they're going to be held in place. And it feels very much like they don't want to, yeah, like they're going to be held back. There cannot be any sort of reunion until this person finishes their transformation. They will be mentally held back, but this will also be spiritual jail. Like, they just won't be allowed to come in until they sort all of this out. Okay. So this, like I said, y'all have done all of your work. Your grief work, your getting over whatever this was. And in general, likely your own familial stuff, your own, like, this doesn't necessarily have to be this person, but if this is familiar to you, this will be representative of your own trauma and how this person played into the replication of your particular trauma cycles. You've already done that work. So what is this strength? Because I see this as potentially this union, which is a grandiose word, but at least some sort of interaction or meeting. I'm getting, it's something that's going to stress the both of you out. Two people would have to be exceptionally strong here. And I don't know that y'all really want to deal with that stress. This person is going to communicate. I was wondering what the nature of this potential union would be. At the moment, what it's looking like is this will likely be over, like, email. like through the phone, maybe if you don't have this person blocked, it's going to be something through the internet initially. Like, I don't get that this person is going to pop up on you. They're saying I can get one more, potentially a time frame, but I really would not, like, don't really take the time frames too much to heart, okay? Like I said, through the end of 2026. Whoa, we got a lot. Okay. All I can say from these three cards is this person is definitely coming in to apologize, whatever it is, extend the untainted cup, and they would like some sort of relationship. I don't know what the nature of that relationship would be, but they are looking to repair this if possible. And let me look here. So we've got cups is months. Potentially 9 months, 8 months. So that's going to be like sometime at the beginning of next year, maybe. That'll be 2024. Gosh, through 2026, it's a long time. But things develop slowly in materiality. This energy that I am reading right now, this death in this person's life may not have even transpired yet. Or it might have already. Like I said, the time stuff is so irrelevant when it comes to energy readings. So I would not place a lot of stock in it. If you are coming to this reading after 2026 and it is still relevant for you, that means you are currently on your 7-year karmic cycle. You're on, like, it's a little bit lagged. So when you're seeing this, if it is after 2026, give it 3 years. Like that, the karma for the past 7-year cycle for you is going to fully develop within the 10-year cycle. And then once you hit that 10, reset. And then it's going to be 4 years. It goes 4 years, 7 years, 10 years. Okay. So once we hit that 10 for this collective, if you're seeing this in real time, it's going to be the 10 years going to close. Like, all this shit is going to close permanently at the end on December 31st, 2026. That is the last day. If that day passes and you do not see any of this developing, you need, like, these messages might just taper off there in general, but you need to stop yourself from attempting to, like, manifest any additional reconciliation or something like that. If you are watching any readings that have stuff about, like, reunion or reconciliation or the ex returning or anything else after 12/31/2026, or if you are coming to this after then and you're on your 7-year and you're playing out your 3 now, it is you that needs to do more work. It is you that needs to let go, because it's closed. It is over. Once we get to that point, that person, like, y'all are going to be too far apart dimensionally. There is a possibility that stuff can happen within the next 7-year karmic cycle, but likely that would simply be, you know, an acknowledgement. Like, this type of energy is energy that's like, no, I want to repair some sort of relationship with you. If this goes into the next 7-year karmic cycle, then it's just going to be this person, like, kind of acknowledging what they did, but it will be obvious to you that they have not done their work. it will be obvious to you that while their feelings may be genuine, they have not substantially changed as a person. And therefore, like, there is no way that any type of true coming together or union could happen, period. You're going to be too far apart dimensionally. You're going to be on totally separate timelines. You're going to be at radically different frequencies. Like, they would corrode each other. It's like they're repelling each other. They're so far apart. So, keep doing what you're doing. There's no work for you to do here other than you living your best life, and you just see what develops, what you're willing to entertain, and if you are, for some reason, compulsively watching tarot readings, that's something that you can stop, okay? You don't need to be checking the energy every single day. You just don't. Because even though tarot readers are putting out content every single day, that's just for them to be keeping up with YouTube and for the algorithm and to stay in practice. Your energy is not going to shift that quickly, and neither is anybody else's. So, you know, unless you're just entertaining yourself, but even just that entertaining is manifesting, okay? That's all self-fulfilling prophecy. So if you know that you just don't want to deal with this stress, stop listening to these sorts of readings. Okay, close it out. You don't have to wait until the end of 2026 for you to just completely move on into a totally different dimension and timeline, and to stop hearing these sorts of messages altogether. Don't limit yourself to the reader, okay? Take care of yourself.